Today's reading is Black Hat from the Sexypedia Wiki. Black Hat is the overarching antagonist from an animated series originating in Latin America, Villanos, also known as Villainous in English. Being the boss of the rest of the main cast, Black Hat spends his time sitting in his office and yelling at his employees to do his dirty work for him while occasionally causing mischief in their mansion. He looks really hot doing these things according to some fans of the show. His class is Tiamat, his aliases include Lord Black Hat, Boss/Jefecito, Sir, the Hat Man, El Charro Negro, Funny Hat Guy, and Real Name Unknown, and his source is Villainous. Basic information. Black Hat is a retired villain who out of boredom founded the Black Hat organization and took up selling arms and gadgets to younger villains. His retirement comes from basically doing every evil thing imaginable, hence why he's usually irritated. He also usually makes his employees do certain services for their customers, such as defeating heroes for them. It is also theorized he went into retirement because no hero stands a chance against him and are therefore easily defeated. More information on him is on the Villainous Wiki. Archetypes. All-powerful. Black Hat has a long list of powers, including but not limited to shapeshifting, black magic, laser vision, portal creation, shadow manipulation, and telekinesis. As he hasn't been defeated in the series, it's safe to assume he is all-powerful. One of his feats includes the destruction of Pompeii, yes, that Pompeii, which he destroyed in a fit of rage. He does not need sleep. Dr. Flug has expressed uncertainty over whether or not he even can sleep, and while he has been shown eating and drinking, the show's creator, Alan Ituriel, has stated he's unsure if Black Hat needs to do so. It's been stated that Black Hat can walk at the bottom of the ocean, implying that he doesn't need to breathe. British. Downplayed, but in the English dub, he has a slight Cockney accent. While not seen in the show, it was mentioned in an animation livestream that Black Hat uses British slang a lot, particularly prefacing words with bloody. He is probably not allowed to say this in the cartoon because the word is something of a pseudo-swear. In the same livestream, Black Hat himself used the word pillock, an arguably ruder synonym of idiot. Capitalist. Considering he offers all types of services to villains in need, has a giant house full of priceless artifacts, and fancy clothes, it's safe to assume he loves money or the power it brings. Alan Ituriel has been quoted saying that Black Hat has the personality and charm of a used car salesman, which isn't far from the truth. Criminal. Being a retired supervillain, founder and CEO of a company providing goods, evils, and services to villains, and probably evil incarnate, Black Hat has committed many crimes. A list can be found on the Villains Wiki, although it does leave out the unsafe conditions/situations he puts his workers in and all the torture. Complete monster. Black Hat has a long history of committing heinous acts that he feels no remorse for and would happily repeat. Examples include destroying entire planets and abusing and torturing his employees. Dealmaker/con artist. Do you have a pesky hero bugging you that you just can't seem to get rid of? Fear no longer, for Black Hat Organization can give you the solution for your problems for the low, low price of your immortal soul and living the rest of your miserable days in the service of Lord Black Hat. Buy within the next 24 hours to get a free BHO keychain with your purchase. Dominating. Black Hat is a controlling businessman who uses plenty of manipulation to sell his wares to other villains. He also constantly displays dominance to his employees by either yelling or threatening to use his evil supernatural powers on them. It has also been shown that he will occasionally play into Dementia's feelings for him to make her do what he wants, despite being disgusted by her feelings and rebuking her attempts to flirt with him. Egotistical. Black Hat values evil above all else, so it's only natural that as the most evil and successful villain of all time, he views himself as being above. In the short The Perception of Evil, Black Hat and Flug are advertising a device Flug made that will materialize the most evil thing the user can think of. When Black Hat uses it, it creates a clone of him, and he's very satisfied with the result. Glitching. Black Hat can manipulate media on screens, TVs, and computers, causing static or visual glitches as a side effect. Additionally, if he gets angry while being recorded, the footage starts corrupting. It's unclear if this is deliberately done by Black Hat or if his emotions cause his powers to go slightly out of control. Eldritch/demonic. Black Hat is a creature of unknown origin with seemingly unlimited power. His exact age is unknown, although it's known that he's extremely old, he doesn't sleep, and he may not need to eat or breathe. The form we see him as in the show may or may not be his true form, as he can shapeshift. It was confirmed in a live stream that how people perceive Black Hat changes after you sign a contract with him. Penumbra being comfortable around him before signing his contract and suddenly startled when looking at him after signing it could hint at this. It was revealed in the Podemos Bailar ARG that Black Hat has a cult dedicated to him, which has led to at least one person to go missing after seemingly losing his mind from learning too much. And it was confirmed in a live stream that Black Hat has attended meetings of his own cult. Hat Guy. His name is Black Hat. He wears a top hat all the time. He wears a bowler hat beneath said top hat. His company logo is a top hat. His house is shaped like a giant top hat. The ship he gets his employees to fly around in is also shaped like a giant top hat. He owns and lives on Hat Island, which is once again shaped like a giant top hat. Hot-headed. Black Cat has a no-nonsense attitude, except for when he's the one causing trouble, and a short temper. This temper is usually directed towards his staff, particularly Dr. Flug, when they make mistakes or do something that annoys him. When he gets too angry, he uncontrollably spawns fire. He's also been known to take his anger out on his surrounding environment. As it's been said, Pompeii was destroyed by Black Cat while he was in a rage. Despite how explosive he can be, he's been shown to have some control over his temper, as he keeps his cool around clients, unless they're the cause of his anger, and only expresses anger after they leave. Monster features. He has sharp green teeth and occasionally claws. He can also grow tentacles and other horrifying features. Mysterious. Black Cat's species, age, origin, and motivation as a villain are unknown. All that's known about him is that he's an evil villain who does evil things. Even Black Cat's real name is unknown, but that's probably a good thing because any mortal who says his real name out loud dies on the spot. It's been stated outside the show and implied within the show that a person's perception of Black Cat changes once they sign a contract with him. It is currently unclear how people's perception changes and which version of him the audience are viewing. It seems he's in some way scarier after signing a contract, shown in the pilot. Before Penumbra signs her contract, he's perfectly comfortable around Black Cat. But after signing, she flinches at the sight of him, becomes very nervous, and is very hasty leaving his office. Non-human. Black Cat is heavily implied to be some sort of demon or eldritch abomination. Whatever he is definitely not a human-like species. It's possible that Black Cat is inspired by the Mexican folklore figure of El Charro Negro, or the Black/Dark Horseman in English. A figure found in writing in the countryside who offers deals to those who come across him as he is a servant of the devil. Proof comes from Black Cat being a Mexican character, concept art, his penchant for offering deals to villains in need, and him being El Charro Negro in universe. Suit guy. Look at what he's wearing. Tall/thin. While he has the ability to shapeshift, his main design is tall and very slender. Including his hat, he is 6.66 feet or 2.03 meters tall. Theme song. The song that features in the Villainous teaser trailer is about Black Cat and also an advertisement for the Black Cat organization. Villain. Black Cat is the embodiment of evil, and takes pride in his history of villainy even as a semi-retired salesman. Not to mention, he's in a show called Villainous for crying out loud. Villain protagonist. Black Cat is one of Villainous's 4 protagonists. It's debated whether he or Dr. Flug is the main protagonist. Subverted archetypes. Bait. Many people agree that Black Cat seems like bait. However, this is highly unlikely due to how long Black Cat as a character has existed compared to Sexy Man as a trope. His original design, at the time named Mr. Question Mark, was first uploaded to Deviantart in 2008, a while before Sexy Man culture became widespread. Black Cat as he exists today first appeared in the original Villainous webisodes, which were uploaded in 2012, the same year Illumination's The Lorax was released. Although it's unclear whether they were uploaded before or after the movie was released and the once gained popularity, it was still before the common tropes of fandom sexy men of the time really became well known. It's more likely he was made to just look and act generically evil, and a lot of generic villain tropes happened to become sexy man tropes. Despite all this, there was a chance the alterations to his design for the Cartoon Network series could have been done to make him into bait. While the only really significant change was the loss of the question mark on his hat, his 2015 redesign does get taller and more angular, making him look more like a typical sexy man than his 2012 incarnation. He feels as though he's meant to make fun of sexy men. Seeing how similar he looks now to his original design though, it's still unlikely he's bait. He also looks like he was designed by Rebornica, the artist who started the Purple Guy fever. Fanon tropes. Fanon splintering. There are several Fanon AUs who are often shown interacting with each other, such as White Hat, Grey Hat, and Frayed Hat to name the most popular ones. John Locked. Black Cats commonly ship with Dr. Flug or Dementia, despite only tolerating them at the best of times in canon. To no one's surprise, the fandom's favorite of the 2 ships is Black Cat x Flug. Discourse arose among fans as the ships sparked debate over whether or not they are abusive, as while Flug and Dementia are definitely evil independent of Black Cat's influence. Flug often appears to be scared of Black Cat, and Dementia's feelings towards Black Cat can best be described as reminiscent of Harley Quinn's unhealthy obsession with the Joker. Fanon. Black Cat is commonly shipped off with Dr. Flug, Dementia, or fan-made characters, despite his canonical aversion to romance. White Hat, a popular AU version of Black Cat, is popularly headcanoned as his brother. White Hat was created by either Nivichi or Comic Scum. However, there's a lot of debate over who created the AU. Most people simply avoid crediting any one person.